Well, hello, and thanks for stopping by. This is volume 164 of My Prostate is Trying to Kill Me. I'm Mark Graves, just a regular guy fighting prostate cancer, and I'm glad to have you along for the ride. Just a short video today. This is an update. Today was my first chemotherapy treatment, and it went smashingly. I was a little tense all over the weekend, just worrying about it. And, it's funny. I talked to a bunch of people about hair loss and all that kind of stuff, and that's not my biggest worry. My biggest worry is nausea, because there are few things in this world, literally few, like I could count them all on one hand, that I enjoy less than vomiting. I have always been that way. I do not like to vomit. And I'm a very sympathetic vomiter. So if you need somebody to hold your hair back while you're down there praising the porcelain throne, I'm not your guy. Chances are good you're going to end up with some on the back of your head. It's not going to be good. Always been that way. Just the sound alone. I mean, there's been times when I'm in a stall in a men's restroom, and stall next to me, a couple stalls down to me, somebody's in there doing the and man, it just starts up here into the back of my throat. I've just always been that way. So anyways. Yeah, that's what bothered me about this whole thing. Not afraid of needles. Didn't mind that part of it. If my hair falls out, my hair falls out. No big deal. I started taking my steroids yesterday. I took them today. Oh, which reminds me, I actually, as soon as I get done with this video, I got to pop the other one for today. And I'll take 2 steroids tomorrow. I have to take them with meals. This morning, I had just a thing of yogurt and popped one of them then. And I apologize. Obviously, I didn't sleep too well last night because I was, going to chemo today. So it kept me up a little bit. But anyway, worked out great. Went over, checked into the front desk, filled out some paperwork. They called me back. I was the first one to get called back, went into the room, and she says, this is how we break it down. We have 2 rooms. We got this one here. It has 3 chairs in it. She goes, this one's kind of chill. She goes, people don't really talk too much in this one. They just sort of, do their own thing and sit there. And I said, okay. And then she showed me, next to it, the room next to it has a window that looks out over the animal cemetery, pet cemetery right next to it, which I've seen before. I've had doctors in that building, so I've seen the pet cemetery before. But she said, we have the TV in here. You got Netflix, you got Prime Video, that kind of stuff. And she says, people are a little more, a little more talkative in here. We got a bathroom, right here, immediate access. There's, snacks. They have snacks and water and that kind of stuff. And so I got my pick of the place. I was the first one in there. So, of course, window seat. I took that one, went all the way down to the end. The seats recline. They're very comfortable. They give you a blankie. You have a pillow. I brought in my backpack, I brought an apple. I brought a bunch of Power Up trail mix packages. I brought my tablet. I brought my charger. All this crap. Didn't take anything out. I had my phone out and I watched Netflix. And they had some documentaries on Richard Attenborough and UV cameras picking up identifying marks on fish, animals, birds, that kind of thing. It was fascinating. I highly recommend you look for it on Netflix. That and posting up stuff on social media. So God bless each and every one of you. The count is up over 400 people that responded this morning between Facebook and Instagram. And I love you, each and every single comment, whether it was just the prayer hands or a heart. I can't do that. I don't know I don't remember how to do that. But I can do this. So there you go. So thank you to everybody that put that up there. That really means a lot to me. And so I was busy answering texts and, posting on social media and all that kind of stuff. And Rachel, my nurse, just a little angel. In fact, she was so cool. She goes, do you have a nickname? And I said, yeah. I go, people call me Taz. It's like 50-50. And she goes, well, what do you want me to call you? I go, Taz is fine. I can work with that. And so she did. She called me by my nickname all day, which was awesome. I'm used to that. I think a lot of you know that my wife, Kelly, met me as Taz. She's never called me Mark. My own wife. You know, I've been married to her for, I'm in trouble now. 13 years. This year will be 14. And when we said our vows and everything, she called me Taz. That's just who I am. You know, I mean, she met me through my nickname, and that is who I'll always be. People from, you know, the days that I was in radio, they call me Taz. It's been my nickname for, I don't know how long. And I have no problem with people doing that. So I don't care what you call me. You know, like I always say, call me anything you want. Just don't call me late for dinner. So that was nice that she was very personable that way. And she checked on me constantly. Like I said, gave me a blankie. And at first I said no, because it was warm in there and I was running hot. But then the air conditioning kicked on. And so, you know, she came in and checked on me and she goes, would you like a blankie? I said, sure, I'll take one. So what they did today is, I think it was 4 different bags of things that they put on there. Obviously a saline solution that helps things to get into your system. Oh gosh, now I should have wrote down what they had in there, but they had a steroid in there. They had an anti-nausea medication in there. They had Benadryl in there. And then they had the actual taxine. Sucks. Taxine, I think it's called. And that's the chemotherapy drug that's in there. Oh, there it is right there. Taxotere. I got to look at the paper. Okay. So what they do is the first time you're in there, well, not first time, I'm sorry, but when you first go to start your treatment, they give you the pre-meds. So all of that stuff goes in that I just mentioned, except for the Taxotere. And that gets you ready for the chemo drug to be pumped in. And once they start the chemo drug, like they did today, because it was my first time today and I haven't had it before, they did it slow, just in case I would have had an adverse reaction, then it wouldn't have been flooding into my system. So what they do is they start it and then they come back every 15 minutes and ask you, how you feeling? How you doing? You know, or anything wrong? And I felt okay. I wasn't feeling any lightheadedness. I had no pain in my back, no numbness, no tingling. A lot of the things that, you know, they said you should look for. No trouble breathing. My heart wasn't racing, any of that kind of stuff. So then they would just, kick it up a notch for the next 15 minutes. And I came back and did that. I want to say probably 4 or 5 times. And I made it through flying colors, no problem. So next time when I go in, they'll just put it in full speed when they start it. So that should cut down from 3 to 2 hours. Because today I was in there for 3 hours, but she explained next time I do it, which is in 3 weeks, it'll be faster because they don't have to, regulate it and check on me. So basically next time, all they got to do is hook me up, let me sit there, and I'll be good. But real quick, this was bizarre. This is the home safety after chemotherapy treatments. This is weird. It says, after receiving therapy, you and your caregivers need to take special care to prevent contact with your body fluids. It says these fluids include urine, stools, sweat, mucus, blood, vomit, and those from sex. Your doctor or nurse will suggest home safety measures that your caregivers can follow. And then it has a list of things such as closing the lid and flushing twice after using the toilet, sitting on the toilet to urinate if you're a male, washing your hands with soap and water after using the restroom. That's a given. Using gloves when handling bodily fluids and washing your hands after removing the gloves. Wearing disposable pads or diapers if incontinence is an issue. Wearing gloves when handling. Washing linens soiled with bodily fluids separately. And, of course, using condoms during sex. But with prostate cancer, we all know. It says the length that you and your caregivers need to follow these guidelines might differ depending on the policy where you receive the treatment. Your doctor or nurse will tell you how long you need to do this. I don't actually remember her saying how long I had to do that. But what that pops into my head is I knew this chemo stuff was strong. I mean, I knew it was basically poison that was going in there, but so much so to the point that nobody that lives in your house should be touching anything that comes out of your body. So there'll be no kissing. Sorry, Kelly, but they'll also be me being extremely careful, because I do a lot of the cooking, that I don't sweat or anything. I don't, I have hot flashes and I sweat during hot flashes. So I'm going to have to keep, hand wipes and stuff on the table. That's going to be weird. Got to be weird. But sorry, I won't be sharing any bodily fluids with anybody anytime soon. So it'll be interesting. Okay, so real quick on the side effects, because that was what we were talking about. It goes to the steroids. I take steroids the day before, the day of, and the day after. And those help ward off the side effects. Okay, steroids don't last forever, and you can't take them the entire time. So what Rachel, my nurse, told me today is most people do great the day of and the day after. They're usually pretty good. She says maybe 2 days after, still okay. She goes, but within 3 days, you're going to know what side effects are going to hit you. And they don't hit everybody. Not everybody gets sick. Not everybody loses hair. Not everybody gets amazing amounts of fatigue. So, it's just going to be a watch and wait right now. So anyways, I just wanted to get on here, give you the quick update. It went fantastic. I am actually running on caffeine right now. Came home. I got a breakfast burrito at Farmer Boys on the way. I came home and enjoyed that, watched a little bit of YouTube, and then made my cup of coffee, got ready for this video. That's been my day so far. The weather today sucks. It's heavy misting, clouds, doom gloom on steroids. See what I did there? And yeah, so I'm heading for the couch. I'm going to get me some couch time. I'm going to turn off my phone or turn off the ringer and turn off my watch, because my watch rings too, and knock it out. I got a meeting tonight, board meeting with Orange County Gun Owners around 7. So I'll be up and spry and what is it? Bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. Yeah, for that. And yeah, so and it's going to be a good week too. I'm trying really hard to get my interview with Dennis lined up for that. There's lots of good news on the horizon with treating prostate cancer. So I'm going to give you guys links this week to some of those articles, and we'll chat about that a little bit, see what you think about it. Gosh, what else? I'm going to have dinner with my buddy Jason this week, so I'm sure I'll have good stories about that. Oh, and in fact, tomorrow, I'll make this promise. Tomorrow, I'm going to talk to you about Heather and Bernie's wedding. It was fantastic. Just a fun video. They'll, not a ton of stuff to deal with prostate cancer in there, but it's a great story. It is an amazing wedding. So anyways, once again, thank you for everything that you guys send my way. All of the prayers, the good thoughts, the positive vibes, the aloha, the shaka, the good juju, everything that you guys send my way. I just soak it all up, absolutely use it. And I thank God every night when I say my prayers. I mean, that's not the only time I pray, but at night, that's the big one. That's when I get everything in there. And I always thank the Lord for every single one of you. And I pray for all of you too, that are fighting prostate cancer, for your families, for your friends. We all need to be lifted up. Let's get a higher vibration. I truly believe we can heal ourselves. And it all starts with one person, you. So if you would like to follow along on this journey, I would totally appreciate that. Hit the subscribe button down there, hit the little bell, and you'll be notified when there's a new video up. Click the like button. I don't know why that's an issue on this channel, but when you go in and look at how many people have watched it, opposed to how many people subscribe, opposed to how many people click the like button, evidently people don't like the like button, or you think my videos suck. I don't know, either way, but it'd be nice to get a like once in a while. So have a fantastic day. Love y'all, and I will talk to you tomorrow.